What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Raw 101. Now, today we're going to be discussing organs. That's what we're talking. We're talking about organs and the benefit of organs. And our host, co-host, host, really, she's the person who knows all this because I really don't. I just get asking questions. Emmah, say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Good to see everyone again.
So Emmah is going to lead us today in the benefits to do with organs and in regards to raw meat, which is what we're here for, to understand better the benefits of raw versus commercial diets out there that are slowly poisoning and killing our dogs. Did I say killing? I did, but if you have cancer or something causes cancer, I feel like that's slowly going to kill you or decrease your quality of life, which does not allow you to live the full benefits of your life. So, and I strongly believe that is what's happening. And this is why we're here to talk about raw meats and the benefit of it. And this is why we're very fortunate to have Emmah discuss this and help us understand. So, Emmah, let me know, are organs all the same essentially across, is there is there a benefit between like one animal versus another animal, or I don't know, like help me.
So there's different organs. They all have different nutrient value as well. So you also have your muscle meat type organs, and then you also have your secreting organs. So this would be your kidney, your liver. So this is what I call offal. And then you also have, like, say, your heart, lung, and this is more, it's offal as well, but it can go towards your muscle meat. So hopefully that doesn't really confuse you. So there's just two different types. So your liver, kidney, pancreas, brains, tripe, all that gooey stuff. So that's what we're really honing into today, and talking about those organ meat.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm gonna start off and ask because I've always hear about liver. So can you help us understand the benefits of liver for a dog?
Yeah, so liver is really great. Out of all of the all of the organs, this is the most nutrient dense. So this is like a nature's multivitamin for animals. So even like in the wild, and wolves, as a pack leader, they actually are the first ones to go in once they've had their prey. They got the prey down, and they are the first ones to go in, and they will actually they will eat the liver and the actual stomach contents. So liver it's nutrient dense. It's got a lot of your fat soluble vitamins. So your fat soluble vitamins are the vitamins that actually like store longer into your system. So for example, vitamin A. So vitamin A is really healthy. It's good for your eyes, your skin, and it really enhances immunity. So that is one of the really good benefits of liver.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in regards to, well, wait, did you say it was good for the eyes also for the dog liver?
So vitamin A is good for your eyes. It's good, healthy for your skin as well. So it really helps with that. And iron is also, liver is also rich in iron. So it's great if you have an anemic dog as well. So that can also enhance their levels of iron.
So liver alone is beneficial for a dog's eye. So when you say beneficial for a dog's eye, are we talking about like helps improve or decrease the chance of forming like cataracts when they're older, or just going blind, or is it all the above? Like in regards to the eye benefits?
Yeah, all of the above. So you can really try and prevent, if you're providing your animal with great nutrition and quality nutrients, you are preventing them from getting a lot of disease and like eye causes. So it is, if you have those great nutrients in there, your dog is less likely to get them type of diseases. So yeah, it is a preventative, and you know, if your dog is having eye problems, you can really help them. Like even carrots, like we know that carrots are really good as well. And like it's just the same sort of thing, you know, you hear things like, yes, you know, with carrots, like I know it's completely off topic, but I don't know if you hear that saying. Do you hear that saying?
I was just about to say that. Oh, I remember hearing carrots being benefit for eyes. I don't know if that was a myth or if it's true. Someone can comment below. Yeah. So someone out there, comment below and let us know. Is it a myth or is it true that not vitamins, but carrots are actually good for your eyes? I don't know, because obviously I wear glasses. So yeah. All right. So
it's better
I want. Yeah. So I want to go back to what you said about. You said something about vitamin A and fat soluble vitamins. Like, what does that mean exactly? What does that mean?
So fat soluble, it just means that it stays in your system longer. So it can store into your fat. So when your body needs to have, like if your body is needing a certain nutrient, it's stored in, so then it can be released out of the body and then used and utilized by your body, like by all the systems and all the cells. So that's what that sort of means. So you have fat soluble vitamins and you also have water soluble vitamins. So your fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K, and then you also have your water soluble vitamins. So this is your vitamin B and vitamin C. So they are very important. They're all essential nutrients that you need. But with your vitamin, say vitamin B and vitamin C, they only really last up into your body for about 4 days, up to 4 days. So they actually don't get stored. So they really need to be in the body system a lot more.
Wow. Okay. And that's just liver. So that's the benefits you get from liver for a dog. Wow. Okay. So even I'm going to assume it's instinct when you refer to the wolves in the pack leader going directly for liver. Is that just an instinct, or is it because of the flavor, or is it a combination?
It's instinct and knowing that is the most nutrient dense. Like that is the most nutrients where that's where they are going to find the most nutrients, and they know that. That's why the pack leader gets the best of the best. And then even with puppies and wolves, they will be at the back of the pack. So they will end up getting what's left over, what everyone else doesn't really want.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So now I was trying to keep track of all the benefits of the liver. And I mean, this is just the first organ that we're discussing. So there's benefits for the eyes, there's benefits for the skin, there's benefits for dogs with that are anemic, and there's benefits with the fat soluble, being able to store and release when they need it. What the benefits of that? Am I correct? And I know there's more. I'm sure I'm missing more, but am I at least in the ballpark? Am I being a good student right now?
It's good. Sorry, I know I'm getting a call again. Still there. I don't know if it's like coming out, but yeah.
Oh no, we don't see anything. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a very important person. Gets the phone calls even, so we can't hack her to screen that. So
sorry.
Sure. Also, this is a family oriented organization here, so gotta make sure dollar sign calling. Can't.
Yes, my daughter's again.
All right, so everything's good, so we'll keep on rolling. So the next one I'm gonna ask about is the kidney. So what's benefits of a kidney?
So kidneys have the same sort of benefits as what the liver does. So as organs, they all have the same type of nutrients, just more of them. Like liver is the most nutrient dense. the kidneys do have a lot of the same vitamins, but they are more rich in, say, B vitamins, because kidneys, kidneys, they filter out all the waste, and like it's more like water soluble stuff, what they have, more soluble vitamins and minerals that they will have. So kidneys will provide your pet with abundance of B vitamins. So B vitamins, it's really good, healthy for, for like nervous system.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. You also do have, so you got like a good source as well of the other nutrients, and they do contain vitamin A, just not as much as what liver does.
Okay, so basically, comparing liver and kidney, they have very similar benefits. The only difference is, as you say before, liver is just a very nutrition dense, and it has a lot of various types of multivitamins. It just has more of it basically has more of the good stuff, and the kidney has, it has a good amount of stuff, just not the same amount as the liver. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So if I was a person who wanted to provide either kidney or liver, obviously we know liver has more. Is there any difference of I'm gonna throw a curveball. The cooking to make it, like, what's like an example of like how would you prep either or? Like,
so with offal, I recommend freezing as well. So freezing for 10 days. This will make sure that there is to make sure there's like kill any parasites or anything like that. So firstly, you would prepare it by freezing. You can cook it, but cooking it, you do realize that you'll be losing nutrients. So I completely feed my dogs completely raw. I don't cook it, and that's how I provide it. So I'll provide it raw, and so you wouldn't feed, say, liver for a whole week. You wouldn't change it up. Always change it up, always have variety, so then you can get all different types of nutrients and that, and then you're not providing, you need to provide different nutrients, so then you're not getting like a toxic level of them. So then you need to provide it.
So it's like too much of something can still be bad, even though it's good, but too much of anything is always bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's why you feed, you feed variety. Variety with your offal, and make sure that you're only giving about 10 to 50% of that overall diet daily intake. So
okay. I'm not gonna lie, I will come back to that question a little bit more, and probably because I'll forget, and I'll just want to know. So I'm gonna ask about. I had to look this up, ladies and gentlemen. I had to look this up because I wasn't sure what this was, but tripe. So I went to that, like, so what is it? So tripe is the stomach lining, and I want you to correct me because I'm not the one with the background here. So tripe is a stomach lining, but I will admit that when I Googled this, I didn't know if it's like, oh, is this stomach lining in humans too, or is this just like in animals? Because I really don't know, because I just looked that up real quickly just to have an idea. It's like, but let's move off of that. And so tell us, help us understand like the benefits of tripe and what tripe is, just in case I messed that up.
Right. Yeah, tripe is a stomach lining. So you can get it from lamb. So you can get lamb tripe, beef tripe. I don't really think you can get chicken tripe, but there is ones that are made. So it's the stomach lining, but it's really good. It's got really good bacteria in it. So this is going to really help your dog. Like, it acts as a probiotic because it has all that bacteria. And then, it's also good for skin conditions and if your dog has any allergies as well. So you will have to find tripe. So you need to make sure it's green tripe. So green tripe, you're going to have to get it from like either a farmer, or you're going to have to find it from a reputable source. So I'm not sure.
Green, what?
So the difference between, so what I'm saying with green tripe, okay, so you can go to say a butcher and a market that there is like, because humans actually do eat tripe, but the thing is it's being bleached if you get it from the butchers. So you have to make sure it's not bleached, because if it's bleached, it's not going to be any good for your dog. It's, you know, it's going to kill all the, and there's going to be no reason for it. And then plus you literally putting bleach in your dog's body too. So you just have to make sure you get it from a pet store. I'm not sure where they would be over there for you, but I can get it online from like for a good pet store in Australia. So you just got to sort of shop around, make sure that it's good from a good quality supplier.
Okay, so the main thing to know about tripe is two things from my understanding. One, it has a lot of benefits to help with dogs' allergies and conditions and antibiotics. Wait, no, not antibiotics.
Yeah, probiotic.
Probiotics. Okay, yeah. But the key thing to look out for is that it needs to look literally green. Like yeah. what's like? Can you give us like a range? Like, is it like bright, dull green? Like what?
I guess it's kind of like a bit of a grassy sort of green. So it's like it's like a grass type green, I believe. Like I hope I'm
so basically it. Just green.
Like
so
just green. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it's bleached, it will be white. You know, it's like an off white, and it sort of has like a yellowish sort of tinge. So don't be fooled, because I remember back when I first started, like I made this mistake. Like I did when I didn't know all this stuff, and I was only just getting to raw, like, you know, years ago. I actually made the mistake of getting a bleached one, because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, like, is it the right color? So make sure that it is like a good, it's green. I wish we could pull up a picture, seriously. So
well, maybe we'll be fortunate enough and throw a picture on the screen, and I'll throw an example of what it looks like so you guys can see. But the biggest thing you take away from tripe is that it needs to look green. if anything, based on the discussion of tripe, it just needs to look green and not a yellowish, whitish type of color, because that's not good.
And if you're unsure, ask. I think just ask. Make sure ask. Just see if it's been bleached, and if they're saying, you know, it's not bleached, it's here, like, you know, it'll be good then. So, but yeah, you won't be able to get it from the butcher, because I know in Australia that you're not able. It has to be bleached before it goes on the shelves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we discussed the liver, the kidney, tripe, pancreas. Okay, now pancreas. So yeah. I'm going to say the same things before. What is the benefits of the pancreas for our dogs in raw food?
So pancreas excretes like a lot of your hormones and your enzymes to help digestion. So it will help your pet have so your enzymes are amylase and lipase. So it will provide your pet an abundance of these. So this will really help digestion. So and then also if your pet, like say if your pet suffers from like a pancreatic disease, it will, if you feed it as a whole food source, it can really help and benefit your dog, because it's providing the enzymes and the nutrients that they actually need when they actually have pancreatitis.
Oh, okay. Wow. Huh. Okay. So we discussed, I believe it's 4 different types of organs. We know there's more organs. There's hearts, there's brains, et cetera, et cetera. There's the lungs, and well, I need to work better at my biology, but there's yeah. So I mean, we're not gonna get into all of it right now, but the 4 that were discussed are really great examples. And the main thing, at least for me, that I got is that liver is the most beneficial, but it's also very smart to not, and correct me if I'm wrong, to not consistently feed one organ, but to actually mix it and provide a variety doing the meals. Is correct?
Yeah, that's 100% right.
Okay, so oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I was just going to say, as long as you provide just provide variety, and, you know, your diet your dog's diet will be great.
Okay, so is there something like we should be aware of where it's like to do with like things that could be in the meat? I think earlier you're touching a little bit on it, and
yeah. So the most concerning why a lot of pet owners why they actually don't feed offal is because the concern of tapeworm. So tapeworm is like it affects your organs, and it's not so much to do like your dog is the one that will like they can get tapeworm, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to affect your dog, but it can actually affect humans. So in Australia, it's about 3 in 100,000 people who can actually get tapeworm. So the most people at risk are people who live on farms, who have cattle, and who are like sheep farms. So it is like, so how to avoid this, because liver is very important. It is important to put in meals, but you should always just be careful. And to avoid getting any sort of tapeworm, you just have to ensure that the meat that you're getting, that you're providing, is from like the liver is from, like, say, a butcher, and that is human grade. As long as it's human grade and it's being checked over, it's not going to have tapeworm in it. And then also to take like precautionary as well. You can freeze liver as well, and you can just freeze that for 10 days, about minus 20 degrees Celsius, and then that will kill any parasite. Like if you are concerned that it will have that as well, and then also, you know, if you go to the vet as well, you would notice that you probably get offered. I'm not sure over there if you get offered having a tapewormer. So over here we tapeworm our dogs every 3 months.
Okay, no, we do have that here in the US as well. So
yeah.
So in regards to the tapeworm, so basically, really, it's one, getting it from the right source. It seems to be something that's consistent. Is you just don't want to get off the street from some random place. You just want to get from the correct. So it's just like humans who are consuming our food, get from the right source. And then two, if you want to be extra cautious, you can put it and freeze it up to 10 days. Before serving it to your dog. And really, if I heard correctly, I think, or correct me if I'm wrong, the concern is not really about the tapeworm in the dog. The concern is us as human beings. Like, so there's nothing to worry. So worst case scenario, let's say the meat has tapeworm, the dog's completely fine. Like, the real concern is avoiding us getting it, unless we really want to go on a super diet.
Affected. It's the humans that would get affected mostly by it than our actual pets.
Okay.
But sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, is it also the same as basically if you want, at least this is the way I would do it. If you're prepping any of this, you just wear gloves, wash your hands afterwards, and don't put stuff in your mouth to avoid.
Yeah. So that as well. But say if you live on a farm, so eggs can even be on like a dog's coat as well. So that's why, so it can travel like that. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it from, like, say, an actual offal. Like, you can get it from a dog's coat who's living on a farm. So if you're living on a farm, dogs, it's more prone to be in cattle and sheep that are older. That's where you're going to, and then if you have a farm dog, they're running around, they're probably picking up eggs. And then if they do eat like an old, like a carcass that they've found, wandering around the farm, and they've ate that, like, that's where they can pick it up from. But if you're going to the supermarket, it's being checked, there isn't going to be anything in there. And then precautionary, you can, like, say if you do live on a farm and you do all this by yourself, and you can just put the liver into the freezer, it'll be fine. But there's also another way around it. If you want to completely avoid, in case like you are worried about tapeworm, you can just have chicken liver. Chicken liver does not get any tapeworm at all. So you're safe. So the safest that you want to go and you want to be, if you are like worried, just go chicken liver.
Okay. Yeah. I did not know that. I wrote down a question. I'm gonna try to say it correct. Awful. Okay. Yeah. You said before. You said a couple of times through this. What is that exactly? What does that mean, or what is it?
it's secreting organs. So it's your offal, like it's just all the gooey stuff inside. Because so you have like your muscle meat, like, you know, your muscles, and like chicken breasts, like that is like, that's your muscle meat. And then you have your organs, which is offal, and then that is your liver and kidneys. So it's like secreting organs, and you know what filters everything, and yeah.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a better understanding what awful.
Awful.
Thank you. Awful. Okay. Awful. All right. Now I have a better understanding what that is. And hopefully some of you guys have a better understanding what that is as well. Or maybe you already knew, and I just am the only person who did not know, which is okay. So, all right. So if you're just tuning in, our conversation today was in regards to what are the benefits of organs. And we discussed organs. Well, really, or our dog specialist here discussed what organs really are and what the benefits of those are. But the liver, the kidney, and the pancreas and tripe is what we discussed. And the biggest thing, when you get tripe, make sure it's green. That's all we have for you guys today. So next time, tune in for our next topic. And if you have any questions, like always, hey, hit them up below, wherever you've seen us from, wherever the comments are at. And Emmah will be more than happy to answer. She loves this stuff, and we love hearing from her and being educated on this. And if you want a healthy, better life quality for your dog, stay tuned and listen some more.
Even if you also, like, if you have a topic that you want to know about as well, like you could even put it down, and maybe that's something that we can discuss next time if someone has a discussion topic that they would like to hear about.
Yes, very, very good point, because we're here really for you, to provide you this free information and to help you improve the quality of life of your dog, just like we're doing with our dogs, and to take away the myths and the lies that big corporate monsters want to feed us, and to let us to feed us and trick us into giving our dogs, where it's really just slowly not providing the quality. And also, doing good things are not always the most financially friendly options, at least here in the United States. But Emmah here provides us some really good ways of how to provide quality for our dogs. And go over to toastofstreets.com. Emmah provided us and everyone out there a great, awesome immune booster meal that you can create as even if your dog's feeling ill, dehydrated. Just go right there and just download it in the PDF version, digital for you guys. And thanks to Emmah. So Emmah, the dog nutritionist, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'll see you next time. Get coming, guys. Thank you. Bye.